Welcome to Tech Teaching. This is the fourth day of SQL series. In this video, we will learn what is table, what is row, column, cells, and what are the rules of EF code. So friends, in my previous video lecture, I have completed what is relational model and who has invented this relational model. So EF code is invented this relational model. Okay, so in this video lecture, what I will be explaining that what are the rules that is given by EF code to design a table in a relational model. Who is EF Pod? EF Pod is nothing but he is a data scientist. He is a data scientist who has invented the relational model, and he has given four rules to design this table. Okay, so actually knowing what is the rules, we must before that we must know that what are the fundamental terms that are basically used in relational model. Okay, so that are table, row, column. You should know this first. Okay, so let's start the topic. So friends, what is table? What is table? Table is a logical organization of a data. In table, what we store some data in a logical form. Okay, so table is a logical organization of data. Table is also known as collection of data because in table what we are going to do, we are collecting our data. So it is also known as collection of data. So we all know that a table is consist of rows and column. What is table? A table is nothing but the intersection of rows and columns. Okay. So here you can see this diagram. So now from this diagram you will be clear that what is table. Now what is this? This is nothing but the table. This is nothing but the table. This is nothing but the table. Here this table is the intersection of rows and columns. Okay. These are the columns. So these are the rows, these are the columns. So this table is made up of rows and columns. Okay, in table what we are going to do, we are storing our data. Suppose this, let me write the heading of this table. Suppose this is a, reduce the font size first. So this is the student record, sorry, student record table. Student record table. Okay. Okay. Now, in this student record table, what we are going to do, we are storing some data like roll number, name, class, subject, image. These are nothing but the rows. Smith 01 BCA database 01.jpg. What is this? This is a row. Okay, this is the row. Now, this name is what? This is the column. This row is what? This is the column. Okay, so you are understanding what is the rows and columns and what is the table. Okay, so from this table you will know the data of Smith. Suppose if someone asks the what is the roll number of Smith, what is the class of Smith, you can, by seeing this, you can easily say that roll number of Smith is 01. He is reading class BCA. Okay, he's taken the subject database. Okay, so how do you know this? Because this data is organized in a simplified manner, or this is a logical collection of data. Okay, this is a logical collection or logical organization of data, because in Smith the same row I written 01. Okay, the roll number of Smith. Here, from the, if the name is Smith and I write the roll number is 03, then it will be wrong. Okay, because it is not logical. If the roll number of Smith is 01, then it must be written on that line only. If the roll number of black is written there, it will be wrong. So that is, so the reason this is called a logical organization of data. Okay, so now what, so you can so you understand what is table. Now we will learn what is rows, what is columns. Okay. Okay, so what is column? What is column? Column is also known as attributes or fields. Okay, a column is also known as attributes or fields. Column is used to determine the property of all entity. Column is also known as attributes or fields. Now, what are the fields? Name is one field, roll number is one field, okay, class is one field, subject is another field, okay. So these are nothing but these are columns. Here I have to write, simplify it. These are nothing but the columns, okay. Just wait. These are nothing but columns. These are nothing but columns, okay. Because this is, because these are the attributes. Name is one attribute, roll number is one attribute, class is one attribute. So these are the columns. Now what are the rows? Okay, so this is the definition of row. What is row? Row is referred as record or tuples. Row is referred as record or tuples. Record is also known as tuples. Row is used to determine all the property of one entity. Okay. Row is used to determine all the property of one entity. What it means? Let me come here. Okay. So now what are the tuples? What are the records? Okay. So these are nothing but one record. Okay. These are nothing but one record. Okay. Okay. So from this you know that this is nothing but one record. This is the record of Smith. Okay. This is the record of John. This is the record of, this is the record of black. Okay, these are nothing but the records. So this, so these, so what are these? These are rows. What are these? These are rows. These are, if you don't mind, I'm not enter. Okay? So these are row and these are columns. You understand what is row and what is column, what is table? This whole is called, this whole is called table. This is, so guys, nothing but these vertical lines are called columns and these horizontal lines are called rows. Okay, so clear. Now what is cell? It is most important. What is cell? Let me write the definition first. Okay, so cell. Now this is cell. Okay, so what is cell? Cell is the smallest unit in the table where data will be stored. What is cell? The smallest unit of the table where data will be stored. It is generated by intersection of rows and columns. So whatever which is generated by intersection of rows and column is called cell. Now here in this table, which is cell? Which is cell? Nothing but these are the cells. These are the cells. Okay. These are the cells because this is generated by the intersection of rows and columns. Here these are the columns, these are the rows. So what are the intersection area? This is the intersection area of rows and columns. So this is called cells. Okay. It is generated by intersection of rows and columns. Okay. Or it is also the smallest unit of table. Here you only can decide that this is the full table. So what is the smallest unit of this table? Nothing but these these cells. Okay, these cells is the smallest unit of this table. Okay, so let me write here. This is nothing but a cell. is nothing but a cell. Okay, so yeah, it take time. Keep patience. This is nothing but a cell. In order to understand you guys, I write this, so please keep patience. This is cell. Now you understood what is column, what is cell, what is row, and now you also understand what is table. Now you can understand what are the rules of EF code. Okay, so let me write first the rules of EF code so that I will be explain you. Okay, so in order to understand you, I have to remove it first. I have to remove it so that area will be clean and I can understand you. Okay, right. Okay, it is cleared. Now here you can see rules of EF code. Now what are the what is the first rule of EF code? EF code says to design a table into a relational model. To design a table into a relational model, the data in the table must be a single value data. Okay, the data in the table must be a single value data. What is the relational model? I discussed in the previous video lecture. You can go and watch first so that you will be understand what is going on. Okay, so what are the rules of EF code? The first rule of EF code is the data in the table must be a single value data. So this is nothing but I will explain you that this is the table. Okay, now what are the cells? These are the cells. Okay, let me select it so that you can understand. These are the cells. Okay, now in this cell you cannot insert two data, right? Suppose here, what is the name of the student? Smith. Smith has one roll number. Okay, it's fine. Smith read in class BCA. Fine. Smith taken the subject database. Fine. Here now in John. What is the name? John. Roll number 2. Class MCA. Subject C++. Now what you want that in the subject column you insert one more data. Okay, like you given the comma. Okay, just wait. You given the comma and you write one more name. Okay, let me decrease the font size. Java. Okay, this is the another subject, Java. What you did, you write one more subject name here. Okay, yes, right. So what is this? This is nothing but the cell. In this cell, what you did, you write two subjects. Now this is not permissible. This is not permissible in the RDBMS. EF code clearly mentioned that in the data in the table must be a single value data. You cannot write like this. You cannot write like this. You have to insert only one data in one column like this. Here only the Java is written, here only the database is written. Okay, you cannot write like this. You cannot write two subject names in one date column, in one cell. Okay, so what will you do that time? Okay, a candidate may take two subjects. Okay, so on that case you have to write another record. Okay, not here you can write directly Java, you can write new record. Okay, so John. Okay, roll number, what is the roll number of John? 2. Okay. Roll number of John is 2. Class is MCA. Okay. Sorry. Class is MCA. Second one more subject Java. Okay, 02.jpg, its profile picture name. Okay, name of the profile picture, it shows what name of the profile picture that he uploaded on the database. Okay, so here this is right, you can write two records of one student. Okay, but you cannot write two subjects or whatever the two data in the one cell. This is not permissible. So I think you must be clearly know what is what is the first rule of EF code says. EF code says the data in the table must be a single value data. Okay, all clear. Now what is the second rule? In second rule it says, sorry. So what is the second rule? In RDBMS, everything will be stored in the form of row and column. Okay, store in the form of row and column. Okay, sorry. Sorry friends, by mistake I have written something wrong. Okay, now this is the second rule of EF code. In RDBMS, everything will be stored in the form of table. Okay, why it is RDBMS? Because if all the data will be stored in the form of table. If the data will be not stored in the form of table, then it will be simply a DBMS only. Okay, because it stores the data in the form of table. That's the reason we call it RDBMS. Okay, done. Now, okay, done. So here you can see that all the records is in table. Okay, including metadata. Now what is data? Metadata. What is metadata? Okay, let me write here what is metadata. Meta Metadata, data about data called metadata. This is enough. Data about data is called metadata. Okay, this is so simple, nothing tough. Okay, data about data is called metadata. Okay, now here what is the metadata? Suppose this is a image column. This is a image column. Here if you upload some image on the database, okay, the database record some heights, some width of the data also. Okay, let me draw one diagram. Okay, from here you came to know. Okay, now from this is the image column in the first student table. Now when you upload this, now you when you upload this image onto the database, what database will do? This will make one another table to store the information about this image. Now this is RDBMS. Yes, this is RDBMS. So what is the rule of RDBMS? Everything will be stored in the form of table. Now for this column, the another table will create like this. Okay, where the information about this column will be stored. So this is metadata. This is metadata. Like here, this is meta. Okay, this is metadata. What is this? This is nothing but metadata. Okay, right. Nothing but metadata. Understand what is metadata? The data about the data. Okay, this is the data. Image is one data. Okay, now information about this data will be stored in some another table. Okay, so information about this table is called metadata. What are the informations about this? Height, width. These are the metadata of image data. Understood? Now, okay, guys. Now, what are the third and fourth rule? Okay, sorry. So this is third rule. Okay, this is third rule. What is third rule? According to EF code, we can store data in multiple tables if we need it. Okay, if we need it, we can store the records of the student in multiple tables. Okay, what is this? This means if okay, here there may be one more column, okay, like this here, uh, department. Okay, suppose there is one more column on this table name, namely department, DEPT. Let's suppose there is one more column on this table name department. Okay, so the student comes from various departments. Okay, the student comes from various department. Now the department itself is a table, and it has some data in it. Okay, so in order to maintain this table, we can eliminate this department from here. Okay, because the department contain teacher name, okay, teacher hire date, salary, and many more details. Okay, so instead of writing all here, we can separate this table from the student table. Okay, so here we need this. Okay, so what is the definition? What is the third rule says? According to EF code, we can store data in multiple data tables if needed. Here we need it. Okay, we have to separate this department from student table in order to reduce the table. Okay, and we can establish the connection between two tables using key attributes. Here I am not going to explain what is the key attributes, because if I explain here, you will not going to understand anything. Okay, so I will explain this in my next, or some after 2 to 3 4 videos. After 4 videos I will be explain what is the key attributes. Okay, so for now you can understand only according to EF code we can store data in multiple tables if needed. We can establish a connect. Okay. Okay, so now what is the fourth and last rule of EF code? So this is the last and fourth rule of EF code. According to EF code, the data entered into the table can be validated by two steps: by assigning data values, by assigning constraint. Here, this you cannot understand, just like three. So in order to understand you, I will be explaining these two in my next video lecture. So thank you so much, guys. Please support the channel. Please subscribe the channel. Okay. Thank you so much. Tata. Bye bye.